And we can continue on. I did want to make the steel armor while I was thinking about it. So I need the pliers. And a lot of methane. Which I should have some down here. Actually, I should probably just bring you upstairs, since I use you up there more often, and it's not like you make a lot of noise when you're processing things. Which way do you point? There we go. I probably made that far more difficult than I needed to. But I do have a tendency to do that. So that is the steel helmet, which was farther down the line. I needed the steel chest plate first. Of course. Detect the helmet. Now leggings and boots. Which I will need more methane gas for. And for that, I need hummus, which is right here. Not where I wanted to put you. Oh, you turned into dirt. Darn. That's fine, I can make more. But yeah, it took forever to get all that steel thrown together. Hello, Arctic. How are you doing today? And I should bring you guys upstairs. Because the last quest that I need to do in Tier 1, I am doing alright. I'm a little sick, so I apologize if I'm slightly sniffly. But hopefully the meds have kicked in the way that they need to, and I won't be sniffly. You can go there. And you guys can go in here. So while that is processing to get more methane, it happens. This winter has kind of been a bad time for everybody in terms of getting sick. Hello, Mr. Rosa. That is such a bizarre emote. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Rosa. So we need a lot of treated wood, which are planks around a bucket of creosote. So I've heard. We should get together and play DBD sometime, Mr. Rosa. It's always fun to have new people in. I can see where it would get a lot of good reactions. I mean, honestly, after living in college dorms and working in the medical field, I've seen a lot stranger than that. So that's not going to do much to phase me if you're looking for a reaction. Okay, what was I in the process of making? I need 8 water wheel segments. So that's 4 sticks and 3 treated planks. I mean, I can definitely see where it might weird some people out. I'm not saying it's an illogical response. Okay. So this should be the last water wheel segment. Oh, it's fine. I also have a bit of a delay going on stream that I haven't quite been able to fix. So if there's a, delay in responses or something like that, I just kind of figure it's a product of that. And I need steel. Okay, it must just kind of be hit or miss as far as stream quality and such goes. I'm actually surprised that my internet has been holding up this well. We've got another front coming through. So that's 8 windmill blades. So I think it was that. Yeah. Woohoo! And we actually made a correct number. So let's see, the windmill was an iron plate and 4 iron ingots. And I definitely need to go out and get more iron, because I am running low. Where's my immersive engineering stuff? In this chest. I cannot wait until we get to the point where we can have an ME system. Or is it, it is applied energistics. So let's see what the controller for that looks like. Crystal growth accelerator. Here it is. That is quite a bit. Not completely undoable. Steel plates, Certus quartz plates, advanced coils, red alloy gears. The chips are a little annoying. I kind of want to wait until I can get to the carpenter to start trying to do those. And steel boots. Amount of energy it produces is exactly double the amount of a windmill would make. Additionally, it can be dyed. Right-clicking the center block in one of the 8 directions on the face will color the corresponding blade of the windmill. Costs a lot of industrial hemp fiber, but if you have a good hemp farm, it's pretty cheap. So I need 8. Oops, come back here. That's 6 per. It's a lot of industrial hemp, which thankfully I have been collecting. Since we have a bit of a hemp farm growing out there next to the canola. I will need more sticks though. Because that is one thing that I do always seem to run out of in this mod pack. Sticks. No idea why. I just do. Okay, so what was it? Like that, that, and that. Okay. So that's 5 of the necessary 8. At some point, I do definitely want to get farming automated, but that is also probably a few steps down the road to at least get an efficient automation going. No, you're not actually additions, you are here. Only one more, but we will need to wait for the hemp to grow back. Which, because of the worms, it does so at a pretty reasonable level. Okay, you guys can go back up there, you can go in there. Alright, so what was next on the agenda? I do not remember. Because I pulled a bunch of stuff out for the quests in this line, and then just kind of forgot what goes to what. Thank you for the follow, Illustrid. Sorry if I'm butchering names. I think that you guys are this line here. So I need a tier 2 storage, which is quartz, tier 1 gold, tier 1. That is a bizarre way of phrasing it, Eliknor, but hopefully you enjoy that and that your recertification goes without a hitch. Okay, so there's that. And the storage upgrade is just really simple. As soon as it registers, there we go. I at some point need to get a different chest together for RF tools and storage drawer stuff. Because my organization system is starting to go a little bit askew. Alright, energy tablet times 2. So that's gold, redstone, and enriched alloys. So is that. So there's the energy tablets. Now the advanced energy cube was osmium plates, steel plates, the tablets, which is this line here. But for those of you that aren't familiar with this mod pack, this is Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. It is created by Freebie Freebie 85? Oh, I feel awful. I don't remember his name now. Or their name now. I don't know if it's... I don't know. But it's a really good mod pack. It's a good mix of like the quest-based stuff, which is more what we're doing today, and exploration stuff. But if you are looking for a new mod pack, then I greatly recommend it. Okay, so there's that done. As I get repeatedly sidetracked. Jetpack components. 4 reactant dynamos. I think that all of my jetpack stuff is this mess down here. You go there, you go there. Oh, you can't do balance grid on this one, that's right. I am going to need a lot more lead. Maybe not. Okay, I think that we're good on lead. Okay, so there's that. Why we're working towards a jetpack, I don't know, considering we've got flight handled by the hippogriffs. But I am kind of going to try for a full completionist run. Leadstone thruster. I am missing lead and redstone. There's lead. And there's redstone. Nope, back into there. Alright, so you can go in there. You can go up there. And now we need a leadstone jetpack, which we will need this crafting table for. And we now have a leadstone jetpack that will never be used. At least not for the foreseeable future, anyway. But it did give us a platinum coin, and that's a good thing to have. You are thermal expansion, thermal foundation, and you can go in there. But hey, there's another branch of that completed. So the tier 3 is a bunch of bronze plates. And I don't remember which crafting table it's actually supposed to move it in. Solar panel tier 3. I am missing a solar panel tier 2. Please tell me that I have a spare laying around still. I do in there, but that probably means I'm going to have to make another one. Or I can just buy one there. Which I didn't need to. Oh well, now I have another solar panel that I can put somewhere and start drawing power from that. You are what I need. Solar grid power. Of course, no power generated yet because it's nighttime. So a lot of these streams are kind of me just sort of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. But I would kind of like to go exploring around one of the jungles today, see if we can't find a amphitheater. The manual mill. I'm missing 2 silicon plates. Apparently I am. Apparently I'm also out of tea, which is a little disappointing. Okay, there we go. Manual mill. The resonator. Blessed vanadium plates. Which is made with blessed vanadium. Which is vanadium ingots in the nanopool. And in blueprint, which is blue dye, paper, and redstone. Easy enough. Except for the whole paper thing, apparently. Sugarcane or rice. I think I've got a fair bit of rice. I do have a fair bit of rice. Okay, so there's those four. And 4 blue dye. There's the IC blueprint, an energy laser relay, which I should have floating around there. A resonating redstone crystal. 2 gold coils, which I got as a quest reward earlier. Going to do 2 silicon plates. Eight steel plates. And vanadium. Which I need to go throw into the mana pool to bless it. I didn't know that ingots could sneeze, but apparently they can. The cat just shut the bathroom door on one of the other cats and it scared the crap out of me. Because normally the cats are pretty quiet most of the time unless they're getting into a fight, so you have a tendency to forget that they're there. Until it comes time for food, and then they're right under your feet constantly. So we need 2 red alloy ingots, and that should be the last of that. Now I'm kind of glad I accidentally made almost an entire stack of those red alloy ingots, because they've come in pretty handy. There we go. And the resonator. Not sure why I'm putting it all the way over there. It can just go there. So we need lunar reactive dust. Which is lapis in the resonator, but of course I need power for that to work. Which I don't currently have because it's nighttime. There's the other solar panel. I need 2. Not sure if it's just not light enough out yet for grid power to work, or if I need more than the 2 that I currently have out there, because I don't actually know how much those produce. But that's something that we'll look in at a different point. Uh, 8 pulverized obsidian, 1 vanadium. I thought that I had some vanadium dust, but apparently... Unless it's in the chest over here. It is. And then we have the aqueous accumulator. I can't talk today. It's the aquatic entangler. Accumulator. Again, another machine that I don't exactly know how I'm going to use it. Or if or when. But there's that. And hardened glass is vanadium and 8 in a induction smelter, which I actually do have one of. It's really nice that so far I've been able to run most of my machinery and all of this stuff off of the singular coal generator. I would like to get into wind power at some point. Copper tank. I have one of you guys around here somewhere that I got as a challenge. Ah, right here. It apparently does not detect it if it is full. This is going to take a lot of stone tanks to empty. I am probably going about this the most difficult way possible. There we go. It finally registered. Go ahead and go with another copper tank, because those are useful. Key ingredient just in industrial foregoing is plastic. Okay, so for this I need logs. Nope, you come back. If I break you, do you keep the materials inside of you? Wrong way. Wrong way again. Okay. Probably made that far more difficult on myself than I really needed to. But that should be starting to pick up latex. And you can come back down here. I have so much creosote oil and really nothing to do with it. So for now, throw you in there. Too bad you can't, like, sell buckets of creosote oil to one of the villagers. That would be useful. Well, fur would work. We'll stick that there and see if that works, or it needs to be, or if it needs to be like a vanilla log or something like that. For now, you can just go up in there. Of course, I'll go looking for you later and not have any idea where I put it. Okay, and then the 30k coolant. Double crusher basically does the same like the regular crusher, however can crush 2 ores at a time. And we're gonna go ahead and not get into that right now. Crushed ISO. I need to see if there is a keybind for opening this backpack while it's still on your back. Iron chain, dragon bone walls. Need to grab some armor. I'll actually go ahead and just take the steel stuff that I made a bit ago. Okay, now the other question is, what have I done with my golden lasso? Not in there. Did I chuck it into one of the dump chests? That I did. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring the sponges just in case. Maybe we'll run into another hippocampus. Oh, yeah, I was gonna show everybody the dragons. Because I was online, I made a fair bit of dragon meal. And let me actually go ahead and grab the dragon staff. And possibly the flute. I did stop salt and pepper's growth. You can do that using the... I don't actually remember what kind of dragon meal it is. Ah! There we go. Dragon meal. The sickly dragon meal. It will stop a dragon's growth once it is fed to the dragon. The, of course, regular dragon meal helps it age up and grow. And then the creative dragon meal, of which the recipe is a lot. So here is Salt. She is one of my little tier 3s. And I think the youngest of the bunch. Why is your head still in a wall? And your head is still in a wall. Still kind of in a wall. But yeah, that's Salt. She's up at stage 3, which means that I could technically use her as a mount. But there are some bugs, it seems, in the dragons as far as flying goes and keeping consistency while flying. I'm actually going to go over here where there is more space. Not sure why I took the long way around, but I did. So there's Pepper. He's a little stage 3 male. He and Salt are siblings. They came from the same tier 5 dragon. Or tier 4 dragon. And here is the original boy, Archer. I went ahead and took him all the way up to tier 5. So he is a big boy, and when it's daylight, he is very, very noisy. That is why, for the most part, I just kind of keep them in their dragon horns and do most of the flying with the hippogriffs. Now that we have the hippocampi, though, we might start doing a bit more ocean traveling with them. The dragons are kind of more decorative. And so far I've really only gone after tier 4 and 5 fire dragons. I did stumble across a tier, I think 4 ice dragon den when I was wandering around in the Twilight Forest, but I haven't gone and actually tried tackling it yet. Pardon the yawn. Okay, golden apples might be handy to bring along. Whee! Alright, Felix, let's go for a bit of a trip. Ah! Forget that F is dismount. I think there's some jungle this way that we can at least start off in. Yeah, here it is. So we're looking for amphitheaters. I can't talk today. Which are very fast, very difficult to catch, and to tame them, it's kind of like bull riding. You have to stay on them long enough while they're attacking you and biting you to get them to accept you. So kind of like bull riding in the fact that you have to stay on for a certain amount of time, but bulls don't usually try to bite you. Kicking? Yes. Biting? Not so much. And I'm not seeing any in this patch of jungle. So where would the next one be? Out here, where the waypoint is. Slime Island. So it'll be a bit of a hop over there. See if we spot anything interesting along the way. I don't have any rabbit's feet on me currently, otherwise I would say let's see if we can catch another hippogriff or two. . 'Cause 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 ' there goes one. But again, no rabbit's feet. Thankfully, the hippogriffs are initially non-hostile. They won't go after you unless you hit them first. I mean, technically, since I'm the only one that's really using them, I don't need more than one. But I would like to try and pick up one of each color. Because they're all based off of different species of birds. And I think that's really cool. I had a bow somewhere. It's kind of like with the dragons. Technically, I would only need one of each fire and ice. But I would kind of like to get one of each of the color variants, if possible. And I'm not sure if crossbreeding them will get you ones of different species. I think it can with the dragons. But I am not so sure with the hippogriffs. What are you? You are a portal of some kind. Something from SG Craft. Up in the air, please. Are you stuck? So Felix is unhappy about something, which means we'll be wandering on foot for a little bit. Which will also make it a little bit harder to find the amphitheaters. Because unless you can catch them when they're on the ground, you kind of have to shoot them out of the sky. And being on the tops of the trees would be a little bit more helpful for that. There we go. He just decided it was time to take a break, I guess. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two. They are really hard to shoot, though. And sometimes even if you do shoot one, it will bug out in the air. Where did the blue go? There's a hippogriff. I already have one of that kind, though. Oops. This is one of the situations where I kind of wish I had a crossbow. Did I just kill that in one hit? Apparently I did. I am sorry. Okay, so don't use a power 5 bow against them. Nope, not into the wall. Yeah. No, I don't want to kill them. I'm trying to catch them. And I, being the not paying attention person that I am, just hit the dismount button instead of the descend button. So I currently have no idea where Felix wandered off to. Kind of. I mean, it's sort of a personal goal for the series to have one of every kind of the, he's over this way somewhere. I hear... Oh, there you are. I was going to say I hear him, but I don't know which tree he ended up on. There we go. Now the question is, where did our friendly neighborhood amphitheater go? Unfortunately, they are fast, and once they spawn in, they do tend to fly a lot. Being out of coffee does not sound good, Hell. There's a hippogriff. And there is a jungle dungeon thingy here that I'm curious to check out. Oh, okay, so this is one of the larger dungeons. Hell, you're not supposed to skip food. Ah, creeper! So I'm getting a little sidetracked and distracted again. But hell, food is good for you. Ah! Hello, silverfish. Bad silverfish. Yes, he very much did. Ow. Cake. You do not shoot the Arashi, it is not nice. Haha. So I somehow managed to avoid stepping on that the first time around. Of course, I just put all my food into the backpack. And died. I think it's this death. No, not that death. This death maybe. I am in a wall. Not entirely sure how I ended up in the wall. But that was a wall. And lag. Nothing too terribly interesting. I'm heading back in that direction. I just need to get a little bit of inventory organization. I can throw all this leather armor in there, though. I'll keep the shields. Emeralds and diamonds. Power 1. Not really that stoked about any of that. Potion of regen would be helpful. Of course, I'm probably going to regret not grabbing some of this stuff later down the road. But it's not like the dungeon is just going to up and disappear. Hopefully not, anyway. Ow. Can stop the poison anytime now. Yep. I'll wait to drink that until after the potion effect is done. No sense in wasting it when any health regained is just going to tick down. There we go. That can be seen a little bit better now. one last hallway to go down on this level. Ow. I would like to. It might take a couple of trips of kind of wandering back and forth dealing with inventory. And because this ravine kind of spawned right in the middle of it, I'm not exactly sure how much of the dungeon will be remaining. Hear what sounds like a silverfish suffocating in the wall over there. Okay, that's a dead end. Because this bow doesn't have much durability left, I'm also kind of trying to save it for a more opportune time. Ow. Silverfish are annoying. At least they're typically one-hit kills, though. I do not have an uptime command currently available, but we've been live for about 3 hours now. I might actually see about finishing this portion of the floor and then calling the dungeon good here, because my voice is starting to get just a little bit rough on me. And given the fact that I still have to work for the rest of the week, I would rather not lose my voice. Ow. Go away, silverfish. There's a bunch of zombies in a train down there. Ah! Which could also explain the lag that I'm getting. Hi, spider. I at least kind of want to find the entrance down to the next level. Because I don't know if maybe it just didn't spawn? Or, again, if the fact that the ravine is here messed up where it would have spawned. That is a pitfall into doom. Well, actually, it's a pitfall into water, not quite into doom. I'm getting a good number of diamonds out of this. I am happy about that. Because I don't think I've actually found any diamonds while mining yet. All of the ones that I've found have been from... what am I trying to say? They've been from dungeons and such. I know you're there. I also have 2 silverfish that are bothering me. Ah! I would like to be unslowed, please. Power, Curse of Breaking, Gills. I'm gonna kind of assume that Gills is a variant of water breathing. I will say, though, that with the length that this episode is hitting, editing it is going to be a pain. And my poor computer is going to freak out when it comes to rendering. So this might end up being a 3-episode week instead of a 2-episode week. Not sure yet, though. I'm kind of surprised I haven't run into an exploding chest yet. Okay, this is the staircase down. So I do think that I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here, because it is running a little bit long.